Because as I travel around the world and I see the consequences of the actions of the people that conduct business in the world, I see that a lot of things are going wrong. And we have crisis in all the different countries in the world, economic crises. We have pollution and a breakdown of all the systems, breakdown of family. So many things are not going well in the way that we conduct ourselves. And I believe that this stems from an idea that everything is a commodity. And in business, everything is traded as a commodity. And it's kind of like every person is just for themselves. There's a move that if we can push and climb and go above the other person who's next to us, that somehow we'll get to a happy place where we'll have everything that we need, with very little thought of our brothers and sisters and how that affects them. Somewhere, most all spiritual traditions, and even those who are not spiritual, scientific traditions, atheists, everybody, kind of have a belief that everything began sometime, at some central point, that there was a beginning. I like to call that beginning the luminous light of beginning. Some people would call it God or goddess or the great turtle in the sky if you were of Native American descent, and many different names. And some people would say it's just clouds of gas that came together scientifically and became the universe. It really doesn't matter. What does matter is that each and every single thing, you and I, the planet that we stand on, the universe, everything, every tree, every sentient and non-sentient being, are a result of that initiating process. And as such, each of us, each of you carry a piece of that inside you, a piece of something sacred. And it also shows one other thing, and that is that all of us, no matter what country, no matter what ethnicity, no matter what religion or spirituality, where we live, what we think, we all have a common ancestor, creation. Therefore, we're all family. Now, if you think about yourself and your own family, you would not be competing against your brothers and sisters in your home in order to try to get everything in your home so the rest of your family could starve or have nowhere to sleep or anything else like this. No, you would be trying to find ways to move forward and work together as a team, as a unit, because you're all connected to one another in this concept of being brothers and sisters and mothers and fathers. In business, this is what we are also. As human beings on this planet, we are all family, each and every one of us. And if you move forward and conduct yourself in the way that you would conduct yourself if you were with your own family, you will be very successful. The reason is, right now, some people really make it to the top and do well. But all the other people don't do well, and they aren't too happy with those people at the top. I mean, you may look around the world right now and you will see kings and rulers of empires and heads of corporations crash and fall in 1 or 2 days just because they aren't moving forward in the right way. In my country, there's a new way of measuring what ethics and morals are in the way that we move forward. It's called the Internet. When someone in our country does business in a way that we don't like, all of the people get on the Internet and they say they don't like it, and the next day this business has no more business. And all the money and all the work and all the wealth and everything they had is gone. Or if they're very smart, like has recently happened in the United States, the next day they get in front of everybody on the television and they apologize for the way they've conducted themselves, and they say they will change, and then they make the changes to be different. It used to be you could get away with being just for yourself, but you cannot do this anymore in this world. We are a global community. We are all together. Each and everything that we do and each and everything that we say is interconnected here. If today I run a company and I have no ethics and I decide to treat my workers poorly and to dump all of the refuse and sewage from my production into the river, every person in the river will suffer from it. Every fish, every animal, what we eat, all the rest of those things. So I would like to charge you today to look at the business and the way that you're going to move forward in a different way. There's nothing wrong with being successful. I'm not saying that. There's nothing wrong with trying to do well for yourself. I'm not saying that either. But what I am saying is that you have to move forward with values. Values that promote a world that we can all live in, that we can all survive in. Because if we don't do that, we will not have a world in the future. And you are the future. You're the ones that are going to make that difference. So I hope you'll make good decisions. You'll study. You'll listen to the words of my esteemed colleagues and those people who are teaching here today. And you'll make a world that'll be beautiful and wonderful. A world that those of us who came before you and have tried to lay out values for you can be proud of. So thank you very much.